That is a really good question. And I love digging down into the rabbit hole of what's going on with our hormones. And the biggest interplay that I see with that is going back to something I touched on really briefly, which is insulin, what's going on with insulin and what's going on with estrogen. So speaking a little bit about insulin, it's the hormone that regulates our blood sugar. It does a lot of other metabolic activities in our body. And we all exist. This is another type of spectrum on a spectrum of insulin sensitivity to insulin resistance. And that there's a strong component of our just genetic predisposition there, kind of looking at family history, how insulin sensitive or resistant someone is. And then as we all go through time without any careful attention towards correcting or addressing or reversing this, we will all become a little bit more insulin resistant over time. And that trajectory is really accelerated as the estrogen drops off through the perimenopause and at that menopausal shift. For all women, the estrogen drops. For some, it's moderate, and for some, they're left with like 1% of what they had previously. So the presence of that estrogen earlier in life can, for those who are predisposed to insulin resistance, keep that in check. And then it's like that safeguard goes on retirement and lets the insulin resistance sort of run wild, and that creates sort of this metabolic environment for someone to be way sensitive to their carbohydrates that they're taking in dietarily that they weren't previously. And for these women, it seems like whatever they're doing, they're gaining weight. They're eating well, they're gaining weight. They are continuing to exercise and they're gaining weight. And that's because of this metabolic change in the background.